Hi guys, so welcome to Jay Peak on Friday, April 5th. Jay's reporting 30 inches of snow in the past 48 hours. I've seen really deep snow. In fact, I just skied some really deep tracked up snow and some not so deep snow where it's blowing around and stuff, but pretty heavy. And I think a lot of people struggle with this, but I think the reason why they struggle comes down is a lot to their equipment choice. And what I'm going to tell you actually helps in heavy snow, but can help all around. So the number one thing is if your boots have slop, if your shin, your foot can move around in there without like at all, even a millimeter. If you say your feet don't move around, like not really, that's yes. If your feet move around at all, it's gonna make this condition very, very hard. I mean, all conditions are hard because of that, but especially in wet, heavy, chunky snow, it's gonna be a mess because every time you hit like a little clump or a little dip, your foot's gonna move around in there. The other thing is making sure that your boots are stiff. There's no objective reason for a boot to be able to flex. Like, check this out. That's the amount of flex I can get. It's mostly my liner and my my flesh compressing. The shell doesn't move at all. And here's the reason being. If this boot and binding are aligning my body where I want it to be, the more that moves, the harder skiing is going to be because I'm gonna have to manage that forward and aft. I'm gonna have to have stronger calves. I'm gonna have to be doing all this extra movement instead of these boots just don't deflect when I hit cruds of snow, and it makes it a lot easier. And again, in all conditions, they make my life easier, but especially when heavy snow, soft boots are bad. In fact, these are a modified 130 to make them stiffer. They're probably like a 150, 160 flex. And then lastly, I mean, instructors are so guilty of this, and I think it's one of the worst things they do, is sit there and tell people they can ski powder on GS skis. GS skis are small skis. But realistically, maybe if it's light and dry and you're just bottom feeding, you're probably fine. But in this wet heavy stuff, man, have you seen anybody skiing the wet heavy stuff on skinny skis today successfully? No, not at all. And man, if you think you can, if you're even a demo team member, I would love for you to be here today and see if you could actually keep up with me with my gimpy shoulder, because I just don't think you can. And again, I mean, the goal wasn't to keep up, but the goal was easy. And so longer, fatter skis are better. And then when you get to the wet heavy stuff, especially, stiffer really matters. And then also having less side cut really matters. These are a forefront Hoji from like 10 years ago. They're pretty stiff. They have a lot of reverse side cut, and the actual side cut on their foot's about 30 meters. So basically they don't try to catch edges in this stuff. So you can carve through the snow if you want, but you can also pivot and steer. So, and I think those are like the main equipment choices that affect people in wet heavy snow and make their life a lot harder to ski this stuff. And where honestly it's actually way more fun than fluffy snow because you don't hit the bottom, you don't bottom feed it, where this stuff you just kind of float and skim the top. Hi, so Diane, why don't you tell us about your like personal stats and what kind of boots and what kind of skis you're on today?
I'm 5'5", 140. I'm on 177 Hojis and DeVelo Charismas for my boots.
And what are the flex of those Charismas?
Like 130.
They're 130, yeah.
Something like
So
that.
again, like
They don't move.
they don't move. Yeah, so that's the biggest thing is you do not want your boots to move that much. Maybe the liner will compress a little. More tips on just all-around skiing. Like and subscribe for Josh's Ski Hacks. I know this is more about what equipment you're using today, but it matters, and there's going to be some things about technique that you're going to use in heavy snow and also just powder in general. So, but catch me next time. Hopefully you like and subscribe.